Do you feel like your legs are giving out beneath you? Does standing up from a chair feel slower and harder than it used to? Are you worried that one simple slip could take away your independence forever? Have you noticed your balance isn't what it used to be, and stairs feel steeper with each passing year? If you answered yes to even one of these questions, then what I'm about to share with you today could be life-changing, because I'm going to show you exactly how to rebuild the strength in your legs, protect yourself from dangerous falls, and regain the freedom to move with confidence, starting with just 10 minutes a day. Hi, my name is Dr. Paul Farmer, and I have over 15 years of experience helping older adults regain their strength, mobility, and independence through safe, evidence-based exercise programs. Over the years, I've seen thousands of people transform their lives, not through complicated gym routines or expensive equipment, but through simple, targeted movements that anyone can do at home. And today, I'm going to share with you 3 of the most powerful exercises that have helped my patients walk stronger, stand taller, and live with confidence well into their 70s, 80s, and even 90s. But before we begin, I want to make something very clear. This video is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not intended to replace professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Before starting any new exercise program, especially if you have existing health conditions like heart disease, diabetes, osteoporosis, joint problems, or if you've had recent surgery or injuries, please consult with your doctor or physical therapist first. Everyone's body is different, and what works for one person may not be safe for another. Always listen to your body, and if you feel pain, dizziness, or shortness of breath during any exercise, stop immediately and seek medical attention. Now, let's get started. Here's a statistic that should wake all of us up. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, 1 in 4 adults over the age of 65 falls each year. That's 25% of our senior population. But here's what's even more alarming. Falls are the leading cause of fatal and non-fatal injuries among older adults. Every 11 seconds, an older adult is treated in an emergency room for a fall-related injury. And every 19 minutes, an older adult dies from a fall. These aren't just numbers on a page. These are real people, mothers, fathers, grandparents, who lose their independence, their confidence, and sometimes their lives because of one preventable accident. And where do most of these falls begin? Weak legs, not slippery floors, not poor lighting, not even bad balance, although that plays a role. The foundation of fall prevention is leg strength. When your leg muscles are strong, they keep you stable when you stand or walk, help you catch yourself if you stumble, support your joints and protect you from injury, and give you the power to rise from chairs, climb stairs, and move freely. But here's the hard truth. Starting around age 40, we begin to lose muscle mass and strength in a process called sarcopenia. By age 70, many people have lost 25 to 30% of their leg strength. By 80, that number can climb to 40% or more. The result? Standing up from a chair becomes a struggle. Stairs feel like mountains. Walking to the mailbox leaves you exhausted. Your knees wobble when you walk. You start avoiding activities you love because you're afraid. But here's the good news, the news that should give you hope today. Strength can be rebuilt at any age. Research published in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society shows that even people in their 80s and 90s can gain significant muscle strength through regular resistance exercise. In one study, nursing home residents with an average age of 87 increased their leg strength by 113% in just 8 weeks. Let me say that again. 113% increase in strength at age 87. You are not too old. It is not too late. Your body still has the ability to grow stronger, and today is the perfect day to start. Today I'm going to teach you 3 simple, safe, and scientifically proven exercises that target the exact muscles you need to prevent falls, build strength, and reclaim your independence. These exercises require no gym membership, No expensive equipment, just 10 minutes a day and your commitment to yourself. Let's begin. Exercise number 1 is chair squats. Build powerful legs safely. The chair squat is one of the safest and most functional exercises for older adults. Why? Because it mimics one of the most important movements you do every single day, standing up and sitting down. Think about it. Getting out of bed in the morning, rising from the toilet, standing up from your favorite armchair, getting in and out of the car. All of these require strong quadriceps, the front thigh muscles, glutes or buttocks, and hamstrings, the back of the thigh. When these muscles are weak, these simple tasks become exhausting or even dangerous. A study in the British Journal of Sports Medicine found that leg strength, particularly in the quadriceps, is one of the strongest predictors of fall risk in older adults. The weaker your legs, the higher your risk. Chair squats rebuild this strength in the safest way possible, with a built-in safety net, the chair, beneath you. Here's how to do chair squats step by step. For your starting position, stand in front of a sturdy chair, one that won't slide or tip. Your feet should be hip-width apart, about 6 inches from the chair. Keep your toes pointing forward or slightly outward. Stand tall with your shoulders back and core engaged. Now for the movement. Slowly begin to sit back as if you're going to sit in the chair. Keep your weight in your heels, not your toes. As you lower down, keep your chest lifted and your knees tracking over your toes. Don't let them cave inward. Lightly touch the chair with your buttocks. Don't collapse into it. Immediately press through your heels and stand back up to the starting position. Squeeze your glutes, your buttocks, at the top. For breathing, breathe in as you lower down. Breathe out as you stand up. For your starting dosage, in week 1 and 2, do 2 sets of 6 to 8 repetitions 3 times per week. In week 3 and 4, do 2 sets of 10 to 12 repetitions 3 to 4 times per week. In week 5 and beyond, do 3 sets of 12 to 15 repetitions 4 times per week. Let me give you some safety modifications. If you have knee pain, don't go as low. Even a partial squat builds strength. Make sure your knees don't go past your toes. Try widening your stance slightly. If you have balance issues, keep one hand on a countertop or wall for support. Use a higher chair to start. Have someone nearby for the first few sessions. If you feel dizzy or short of breath, pause between repetitions and breathe deeply. Reduce the number of reps. Consult your doctor before continuing. Here are warning signs to stop immediately. Sharp pain in knees, hips, or back. Chest pain or pressure. Severe dizziness. Shortness of breath that doesn't improve with rest. Common mistakes to avoid. Don't lean too far forward. This puts strain on your lower back. Keep your chest up and sit back into your hips. Don't let your knees cave inward. This stresses the knee joint. Push your knees slightly outward as you squat. Don't move too fast. This reduces muscle activation and increases injury risk. Take 3 seconds to lower, 3 seconds to rise. Don't hold your breath. This raises blood pressure. Breathe steadily throughout the movement. Once chair squats feel easy, meaning you can do 15 to 20 without getting tired, try these progressions. Level 2. Pause at the bottom for 2 to 3 seconds before standing. Level 3. Don't sit all the way down. Stop just above the chair. Level 4. Hold light dumbbells, 2 to 5 pounds, at your sides. Level 5. Progress to squats without a chair with supervision. Exercise number 2 is glute bridges. Protect your back and hips. Let me ask you something. Do you wake up with a stiff, achy lower back? Does bending over to tie your shoes feel risky? Do you feel unstable when you walk? If so, weak glutes are likely the culprit. Your gluteus maximus, your buttocks muscle, is the largest and one of the most important muscles in your body. It stabilizes your pelvis when you walk, protects your lower back from injury, powers every step you take, and keeps you upright and balanced. But here's the problem. Modern life has essentially turned off our glutes. Hours of sitting in cars, at desks, on couches, causes a condition called gluteal amnesia, where these muscles literally forget how to activate. The result? Your lower back, knees, and hip joints have to compensate, leading to chronic lower back pain, hip stiffness, poor posture, and increased fall risk. Physical therapists around the world recommend glute bridges as one of the first exercises for seniors because they safely reactivate dormant glute muscles, strengthen the posterior chain, the back of the body, require no equipment, and can be done by almost anyone, regardless of fitness level. A study in the Journal of Physical Therapy Science found that glute bridge exercises significantly improved lower back pain and functional movement in older adults after just 4 weeks. Here's how to do glute bridges step by step. For your starting position, lie flat on your back on a yoga mat, carpeted floor, or firm bed. Bend your knees and place your feet flat on the floor, hip width apart. Your heels should be about 6 to 12 inches from your buttocks. Place your arms at your sides, palms facing down for stability. Engage your core by gently pulling your belly button toward your spine. For the movement, press through your heels and slowly lift your hips toward the ceiling. Squeeze your glutes, your buttocks, hard at the top. Your body should form a straight line from your shoulders to your knees. Do not overarch your lower back. Hold at the top for 2 to 3 seconds, continuing to squeeze your glutes. Slowly lower your hips back down to the starting position. Lightly touch the floor and immediately begin the next repetition. For breathing, breathe in as you lower down. Breathe out as you lift up. For your starting dosage, in week 1 and 2, do 2 sets of 8 to 10 repetitions, 3 times per week. In week 3 and 4, do 2 sets of 12 to 15 repetitions, 3 to 4 times per week. In week 5 and beyond, do 3 sets of 15 to 20 repetitions, 4 times per week. Safety modifications. If you have lower back pain, make sure you're squeezing your glutes, not arching your back. Don't lift as high. Even a small lift activates the muscles. Place a small pillow under your head for neck comfort. If you have knee discomfort, move your heels slightly closer to your hips. Try a narrower or wider foot position to find what feels best. If getting down to the floor is difficult, do this exercise on your bed if it's firm enough. Have someone assist you getting down and up. Start with the seated hip thrust variation. For those who cannot lie down, try the seated hip thrust alternative. Sit on the edge of a sturdy chair, lean back slightly, press your feet into the floor, and squeeze your glutes repeatedly for 10 to 15 reps. Common mistakes to avoid. Don't overarch your lower back. This defeats the purpose and can cause pain. Think hips up, ribs down. Keep your core tight. Don't push through your toes instead of heels. This shifts work to your quads. Imagine pushing the floor away with your heels. Don't hold your breath. This reduces oxygen to muscles. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you lower. Don't rush through reps. This reduces muscle activation. Take your time. 2 seconds up, 2 second hold, 2 seconds down. Progressions to make it more challenging. Level 2. Hold the top position for 5 to 10 seconds. Level 3. Place a small pillow or ball between your knees and squeeze while bridging. Level 4. Single leg glute bridge, advanced, 1 foot lifted off the ground. Level 5. Add a resistance band around your thighs just above the knees. Exercise number 3 is calf raises. Improve balance and circulation. Your calves might be small muscles, but they play an enormous role in your health, especially as you age. Here's why. First, circulation. Your calf muscles are often called your second heart because they pump blood back up from your legs to your heart. When your calves are weak, blood pools in your lower legs, causing swollen ankles, cold feet, varicose veins, and increased risk of blood clots. Second, balance. Strong calves stabilize your ankles, which are your first line of defense against falls. Research shows that ankle strength is a major predictor of balance in older adults. Third, walking ability. Every step you take requires calf strength. Weak calves lead to shuffling gait, difficulty walking on uneven surfaces, fatigue after short distances, and increased fall risk. A study published in Age and Aging found that calf muscle strength was directly correlated with walking speed and independence in adults over 70. Simply put, strong calves equals better circulation, better balance, better mobility. Here's how to do calf raises step by step. For your starting position, stand tall facing a wall, countertop, or sturdy chair. Place your hands lightly on the surface for balance, not to hold your weight. Feet should be hip-width apart, toes pointing forward. Stand tall with your shoulders back and core engaged. For the movement, slowly rise up onto the balls of your feet, lifting your heels as high as comfortable. Pause at the top for 1 to 2 seconds, squeezing your calf muscles. Slowly lower your heels back to the floor with control. Lightly touch the floor and immediately begin the next repetition. For breathing, breathe naturally throughout. Don't hold your breath. For your starting dosage, in week 1 and 2, do 2 sets of 10 to 12 repetitions 3 times per week. In week 3 and 4, do 2 to 3 sets of 15 to 20 repetitions 3 to 4 times per week. In week 5 and beyond, do 3 sets of 20 to 25 repetitions 4 to 5 times per week. Safety modifications. If you have balance issues, stand in a corner where you can use both hands for support. Do the exercise seated calf raises. Have someone stand nearby for the first week. If you have foot or ankle pain, don't rise as high. Even partial movement helps. Try doing them on a slightly cushioned surface like a yoga mat. Consult a podiatrist if pain persists. If you have diabetes or neuropathy, check your feet daily for any sores or blisters. Wear supportive, well-fitting shoes. Be extra cautious with balance. Common mistakes to avoid. Don't rise too quickly. This reduces muscle activation and balance. Take 2 seconds up, 2 seconds down. Don't lean forward onto the support. This reduces the work your calves do. Use support only for balance, not to hold your weight. Don't roll your ankles inward or outward. This stresses the ankle joint. Keep your ankles neutral, rising straight up. Don't bounce at the bottom. This increases injury risk. Use controlled movement throughout. Progressions to make it more challenging. Level 2. Pause for 3 to 5 seconds at the top. Level 3. Single leg calf raises. Hold on to support. Level 4. Calf raises on the edge of a step with increased range of motion. Advanced only. Level 5. Add light ankle weights. Now let's talk about nutrition to support leg strength. Exercise is only half the equation. To rebuild muscle, reduce inflammation, and support recovery, your body needs the right fuel. Here's what the research says about nutrition for older adults. First, protein, the building block of muscle. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at using protein to build muscle, a condition called anabolic resistance. This means older adults actually need more protein than younger people, not less. The research-based recommendation is to aim for 25 to 30 grams of protein per meal, spread evenly throughout the day. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who consumed at least 25 grams of protein per meal maintained significantly more muscle mass than those who ate less. High-quality protein sources include eggs, which have 6 grams per egg, Greek yogurt, 15 to 20 grams per cup, cottage cheese, 14 grams per half cup, chicken breast, 25 grams per 3 ounces, salmon, 22 grams per 3 ounces, lean beef, 25 grams per 3 ounces, tofu, 10 grams per half cup, lentils, 18 grams per cup, and protein powder if recommended by your doctor. Post-exercise snack ideas include 2 hard-boiled eggs plus a small apple. Greek yogurt with berries and almonds. A protein smoothie with banana and peanut butter. Or cottage cheese with whole grain crackers. Second, calcium and vitamin D to protect your bones. Strong muscles need strong bones to anchor to. After 50, both men and women lose bone density, increasing fracture risk. The research-based recommendation is 1,200 milligrams of calcium per day for women over 50, and 1,000 milligrams for men, increasing to 1,200 milligrams after age 70. For vitamin D, aim for 800 to 1,000 IU per day. Many doctors recommend 2,000 IU for those who are deficient. The best sources for calcium are dairy products, fortified plant milks, leafy greens like kale and collards, canned salmon with bones, and fortified cereals. For vitamin D, the best sources are fatty fish like salmon and mackerel, egg yolks, fortified dairy, and sunlight exposure, about 10 to 15 minutes daily when possible. Important note: many older adults are vitamin D deficient. Ask your doctor for a blood test and discuss whether you need a supplement. Third, magnesium and potassium to prevent cramps and fatigue. These minerals are essential for muscle function, nerve signaling, and preventing those painful nighttime leg cramps. The best sources for magnesium are almonds, spinach, black beans, pumpkin seeds, dark chocolate, and whole grains. For potassium, the best sources are bananas, sweet potatoes, avocados, spinach, white beans, and yogurt. Quick tip: blend a banana, handful of spinach, Greek yogurt, and a tablespoon of almond butter for a nutrient-packed smoothie. Fourth, omega-3 fatty acids to fight inflammation. Chronic inflammation contributes to muscle loss, joint pain, and slower recovery. Omega-3s are powerful anti-inflammatory nutrients. The best sources are fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel. Aim for 2 to 3 servings per week. Also, walnuts, ground flaxseed, chia seeds, and fish oil supplements. Consult your doctor about dosage. Fifth, hydration, the forgotten essential. Dehydration reduces muscle function, increases fatigue, and raises fall risk. Yet many older adults don't drink enough because of reduced thirst sensation, worry about bathroom trips, and medication side effects. The research-based recommendation is to aim for 6 to 8 cups, that's 48 to 64 ounces, of water daily, more if you're active or it's hot. Hydration tips: keep a water bottle visible throughout the day. Set hourly reminders on your phone. Drink a glass with each meal. Try herbal teas like chamomile or peppermint if plain water is boring. Eat water-rich foods like cucumbers, watermelon, oranges, and soup. Warning signs of dehydration include dark yellow urine, dizziness when standing, dry mouth, fatigue, and confusion. Now let me help you create your weekly routine. Now that you know the exercises and nutrition strategies, let's put it all together into a simple, sustainable routine. For week 1 and 2, building the foundation. On Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, do chair squats, 2 sets of 6 to 8 reps. Glute bridges, 2 sets of 8 to 10 reps. Calf raises, 2 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Rest 60 to 90 seconds between sets. Total time, 10 to 12 minutes. On Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, do light walking for 10 to 15 minutes or take a rest day. On Sunday, rest and recover. Your focus this week is to perfect your form. Don't worry about how many reps you can do. Focus on doing each movement correctly and safely. For week 3 and 4, building consistency. On Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, do chair squats, 2 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Glute bridges, 2 sets of 12 to 15 reps. Calf raises, 2 to 3 sets of 15 to 20 reps. Rest 60 seconds between sets. Total time, 12 to 15 minutes. On Tuesday and Thursday, do walking or light activity. On Sunday, rest. Your focus this week is to build confidence. You should start feeling stronger and more stable. For week 5 and beyond, building strength. On Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, do chair squats, 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps. Glute bridges, 3 sets of 15 to 20 reps. Calf raises, 3 sets of 20 to 25 reps. Rest 45 to 60 seconds between sets. Total time, 15 to 18 minutes. On Wednesday and Saturday, do walking, stretching, or yoga. On Sunday, rest. Your focus this week is to challenge yourself. When exercises feel easy, use the progressions I mentioned earlier. Let me also share some additional fall prevention strategies. While leg strength is the foundation, true fall prevention requires a comprehensive approach. First, vision care. Get your eyes checked annually. Update your glasses prescription. Ensure good lighting in your home, especially on stairs and in bathrooms. Second, medication review. Some medications cause dizziness or drowsiness. Ask your doctor or pharmacist to review all your medications. Never stop medications without consulting your doctor. Third, home safety. Remove tripping hazards like loose rugs, clutter, and cords. Install grab bars in bathrooms. Use non-slip mats in tubs and showers. Improve lighting, especially on stairs. Consider a medical alert system. Fourth, proper footwear. Wear supportive non-slip shoes. Avoid walking in socks on smooth floors. Replace worn-out shoes. Avoid high heels or loose slippers. Fifth, balance training. Practice these simple balance exercises daily. Stand on one foot for 10 to 30 seconds. Hold onto a counter if needed. Walk heel to toe in a straight line. Stand from sitting without using your hands. Let me leave you with this truth. You are not getting older. You are getting the opportunity to get stronger. Every single day, you have a choice. You can accept weakness as inevitable, or you can fight back with small, consistent actions. The 3 exercises I've shown you today, chair squats, glute bridges, and calf raises, are not flashy. They're not complicated, but they are powerful. They are the difference between needing help to stand up or rising independently, fearing every step or walking with confidence, losing your freedom or reclaiming it. Maybe today your legs feel weak. Maybe you wobbled through these exercises. Maybe you could only do a few repetitions. That's okay. That's not failure. That's your starting point. Because here's what I've learned in 15 years of working with older adults. It's not about where you start. It's about the fact that you started. Imagine yourself 6 months from now. Imagine walking through the grocery store without getting tired, playing on the floor with your grandchildren, gardening in your yard, traveling without fear, dancing in your kitchen just because you can. That future is possible. But it begins today, with 10 minutes, with 1 set, with you choosing yourself. So here's your invitation. Start today, repeat tomorrow, keep going. Not for perfection, for freedom, for strength, for the life you deserve to live. You are stronger than you think, and you're about to prove it. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 3 exercises are you going to start with today? What's one specific goal you want to achieve in the next 3 months? Share in the comments below. Let's support each other on this journey. And if you found this video helpful and want more evidence-based health information designed specifically for adults over 50, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell so you never miss our weekly health tips, and share this with a friend or family member who could benefit. Remember, your health is your wealth. Invest in it daily. Thank you for watching, and here's to your strength, your independence, and your best years ahead. This is Dr. Paul Farmer, and I'll see you in the next video.